After a long 2-year legal battle with the FTC, Microsoft finally acquired Activision for nearly $70 billion. This move could have significant ramifications in the gaming industry, and we are already beginning to see some of Microsoft's plans. For example, they are aiming for 100% platform parity with Call of Duty and plan to bring Activision catalog to Game Pass in 2024, with more news to be expected in the near future. In this video, I will discuss the changes I would like to see now that Microsoft owns Call of Duty and what they could do differently. Number 1. Create a fourth Call of Duty studio. Time will tell if Modern Warfare 3 will release smoothly, but the release of Modern Warfare 2 last year, of the making of this video, was a botched one to say the least. Long periods of server instability from multiplayer to Warzone. I try not to put the blame directly on developers, as game development is a difficult process, more so on the leadership and teams and publishers who are going off business deadlines rather than trying to push out a finished product. As games require more time than ever due to their scope, work rate and large budgets, it's becoming increasingly difficult to find a AAA title that releases in a polished, feature-complete state. While it's uncertain whether Microsoft will continue the annual cycle of Call of Duty, if they choose to do so, I believe establishing a fourth development studio could help distribute the workload among the three main developers, Treyarch, Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer, and this could provide the necessary time that is needed to make a great game. Number 2. Taking chances. If a new developer were to enter the scene, it might be an excellent opportunity to experiment with the Call of Duty formula. One idea I'd love to see Call of Duty explore is a third-person game. There have been rumours of a Call of Duty meets Uncharted game concept, and I think this idea has great potential. Specifically, I would envision a Call of Duty game inspired by Spec Ops: The Line in a post-apocalyptic world. This Uncharted territory could lead to a unique character-driven game experience, and while this idea may deviate from the traditional Call of Duty formula, I appreciate game developers taking risks with their established IPs and exploring new directions. This has already been proven with the God of War franchise when they decided to tack on a new camera perspective, combat and mythology, and is now beloved by old fans and new. Number 3. Content strategies. I have two major grievances with the Call of Duty's content strategies. First, the aggressive promotions of microtransactions. It seems that every time I boot up the game, Call of Duty bombards me with the opportunity to spend money. This is particularly evident at the start of a season when they heavily advertise the Battle Pass. While I understand Warzone is free to play, I'd appreciate the option to play the game without feeling like I'm constantly bombarded with advertisements. One solution they could adopt is a model similar to Halo, allowing players to purchase a non-expiring battle pass. Another issue I've noticed is the removal of content. I've never quite understood this strategy. When Warzone was at its peak, I loved Verdansk. However, when Caldari was introduced, I lost interest. I'd prefer to feel the same sense of familiarity when returning to a game, and instead of relying on nostalgia as a marketing strategy, looking at you Modern Warfare 3. Therefore, I'd like to see Warzone implement the map rotations between smaller maps and larger maps, and fine-tune the player counts to maintain the balance of the rotation. Well, there you have it. What do you think of my ideas for what I change with Call of Duty? Please like this video if you like this content, and dislike if you didn't. I'll see you guys next time. Yoink, over and out.
I'm gonna be the only one blowing here.